Hello, Capmt chapter presidents. This is Noreen Wenjen, and I am your new VP of membership for Capmt. And I'm just creating this little informational video for you so that you can better track all of your members for each chapter. So for those of you who are new chapter presidents, you may need to create a new list of your chapter members. I sent one updated list probably about a month ago, but since then we've had a lot of new members thanks to our events. And so now I have an updated list. So the first thing I'm going to go over is there's a lot of codes involved. So the way that I receive information about our membership is from a massive spreadsheet download that I download from Mtna. And there are many codes that they use. And so I'm going to sort of decipher the codes for you so you can be able to read your chapter information. So you can see here if you see the capital CA-N, N stands for active member. All right. If you see an E, CA-E, that stands for a senior membership. CA-S stands for a student member. And if it has an X in front of it, then that means that person belongs to an Mtna, as a collegiate chapter member. So it belongs to one of our Capmt collegiate chapters. Okay, there are also collegiate members that don't yet belong to a specific chapter because you do not have to belong to a specific collegiate chapter in order to be a collegiate member. All right, and then here are the codes for the various chapters grouped by district. I'm going to send these also to you in an email so that you will have these so you can kind of understand how our districts work. So the districts have chapters within them, and then within that district you may also have different colleges, collegiate chapters. Some are more active than others. This is an area that we really want to grow for Capmt. All right, and so here we have districts 1 all the way through 9. Here are the collegiate chapters that we have. Right now we have about maybe 3 active chapters, 3 or 4, and we're hoping to expand and gain more collegiate chapters. It's pretty easy to start a collegiate chapter. However, you do need a faculty member that will be willing to oversee this group. And there are some special events and conferences that the students will be invited to as well. And as a collegiate chapter member, students can volunteer and attend our national conferences for free. All right, so here they are. Now, what I've done is I've downloaded each and separated by hand each of the chapters. You can see we have a lot of them. So I think rather than having everybody download them, because I know not everybody's familiar with that process, I'm going to send it to you as an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is how to get that information into an easy format that you can email your members. So we have some chapters that are quite large, over 100 members, and you really do not want to just send that out as one email because it will likely be flagged as spam, anything over 50 to 70 members. And it's really much better just to keep track on something like Constant Contact. So what I've done is I'm going to just show you how to update and upload the information. Here's a demo sheet that I created of a few pretend members. And I'm going to go to my own Constant Contact here. And if I go under, you can click on the Contacts tab up here, and it will show you the amount of members that you have. And then I'm going to click on Create List. I'm going to call this list New Capmt Chapter Upload, and then I'm going to put the date. Let's just, today's November 6th. The list is from November 5, so I'll put that date actually. And now I've saved this list. Now I don't have anybody in here. So let's see where I saved this demo spreadsheet. Let's see, I'm gonna just save that to someplace where I can easily retrieve it. So I'm just gonna save that on my desktop here. Oops, let's see. Let's just save that to my desktop. Okay, so now I want to just upload it. It's pretty easy. I actually can just find it and drag and drop it. So I go onto my desktop and I find that demo sheet. This format is an XLSX, and it will also work with a CSV format. But you should just be able to, let's see, oops, I forgot to click Add Contacts. Okay, so I can upload it from a file. And here's where I can actually just drag it if I want. I'm going to drag that demo over here. Now I already put in headers for you, so you don't actually have to worry about that. You don't need all this information to email people, so it will automatically match fields and it'll skip the unmatched if you just click continue. And then it says that there's missing field names. Now you actually don't want to have all this information in your database because you don't want to have any real personal information in case there's a data breach of some sort. So you want to continue without selecting field names, and note that the columns without field names will not be imported. So generally for my constant contact, I just will only upload the first name, the last name, and the email address, unless I'm just needed to keep track of maybe a state or a city where somebody lives. Otherwise, I just keep it really simple. Okay, here is, I'm uploading to new chapter upload. Here's the date, and I just click on upload. Okay, now I'm missing an email address and it's telling me about it. But so here it is. Everybody, all of my people, 4 of them got inputted. I must have forgotten to put an email address on one of them, but it will tell me the ones that didn't. And so now I can use that email list and send a constant contact. So I hope this helps you. I'm also just, let me show you what I have for this list. The headers on this will give you a lot of information, and I would love it if each chapter president can look through these so that you can start reaching out to certain new members. So this ID is their personal Mtna ID. Please keep that private and confidential. Do not share that with anybody else. You should not share the spreadsheet with anybody. It's really just for the treasurer. I'm sorry, it's really just for the membership and the chapter, maybe that if the membership chair needs it. And then there's the information, and what you really need is their name and their email address. And then if you look here, the transaction date, the join date is how long they've been a member. The transaction date is when they last had a transaction, generally when they renewed their membership. These are all paid through the new year, so it should be paid through June 30th, unless they are a collegiate member, because that expires, I think, in the fall, September. And then paid to, this is going to tell you all the names of the chapters, and I've gone through, and for members belonging to multiple chapters, I've actually hand cut and pasted them into the correct chapters. So if they are a collegiate member, it's going to show up here, and there's the code. Status, A stands for active, their highest degree, the types of teaching, there are the instruments, if they're certified with our NCTM national certification. And then sometimes you might see some notes that Mtna has put in. For example, maybe it's a reinstating member or a new collegiate member. It's really important to reach out to these members. Maybe just either give them an email, or if it's somebody that maybe you think might not react to email, you could also call them personally just to maybe welcome them to your chapter and let them know about what's going on in your chapter. All right. Another great thing would be to email all of your members, let them know about how to get to your website and all your new events. Hoping that every chapter now is going to have their own chapter website by the end of the year. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And I hope that this helps you. And I'm going to start keeping track of the exact members in each chapter by month, so you'll be able to have a really good comparison of how your chapter is doing, if it's growing or not. Capmt is doing a great job in catching up its members since COVID, and we're hoping to really exceed our numbers, especially from last year and maybe even the year before. So please reach out to me if you need anything. Again, Noreen Wenjen, VP of Membership, and I also, as as the Southwest Division Director-elect for Mtna, am also working with membership in that regard as well. I'm going to also pass along a great video about collegiate membership that our current Southwest Division Director for Mtna has made, Natasha, and we really hope that we can keep our states and our Mtna thriving. Take care, everybody. Thank you.